Hey guys, let's get more news from Miami Heat, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Rookie Jacquez Jr., an essential part of Heat rotation and closer? This is where I belong. Miami Heat rookie Jacquez Jr. has earned immediate playing time, but more importantly he has earned the trust of his new teammates and coaches. Not only has Jacquez been a consistent member of the Heat's rotation since opening night, but he's also been relied on to play important late-game minutes early in his first NBA season. Entering Thursday night's matchup against the Brooklyn Nets at Kaseya Center, Jacquez played the entire fourth quarter in 4 straight games during the Heat's undefeated 4-game trip. All of those things that you need to win on the road and that you would like to develop out of your team, those are his strengths, Heat coach Erik Spoelstra said of Jacquez, who entered Thursday ranked 6th among NBA rookies in fourth-quarter minutes played behind Washington's Bilal Coulibaly, New Orleans' Jordan Hawkins, San Antonio's Victor Wembanyama, Detroit's Ausar Thompson and Oklahoma City's Chet Holmgren. The grit, the perseverance, the mental and the emotional stability. He's learning things, but he typically doesn't make the same mistake twice. So these experiences in the fourth quarter are like exponential 10x opportunities for him. He's earned the trust of the staff, but more importantly he's earned the trust of his teammates. They feel comfortable with him out there and he knows how to fit in. And defensively he can do a lot of different things, which fits into our system. That trust has led the Heat to already running offense through Jacquez and using him to defend some of the top players in the league, along with his recent heavy fourth-quarter workload. Jacquez has established himself as a must-use weapon off the Heat's bench, averaging 9.1 points, 3.4 rebounds, 2.1 assists and 1.2 steals per game while shooting 50% from the field. And he has already spent time as the primary defender on stars like Anthony Edwards of the Minnesota Timberwolves, Jason Tatum of the Boston Celtics, Trae Young of the Atlanta Hawks and LeBron James of the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm just learning as I go. This is the game I played my entire life, said Jacquez, who was selected by the Heat with the 18th overall pick in this year's draft after a 4-year college career at UCLA. This is all I've ever wanted to do. I knew when I got my chance, I was going to be ready. That's why I did 4 years of college, to prepare for this, so I could be ready and confident in my ability to go out there and make an impact right away. That was kind of my plan all along. Jacquez has done most of his damage on the offensive end from inside the 2-point line, entering Thursday with 42 of his 84 field goal attempts this season coming from within the restricted area off drives, cuts and post-ups. He also entered Thursday shooting just 9 of 32, 28.1% from 3-point range. I think I'm just still trying to find my way into the system and where I can be effective, Jacquez said. Trying to score in a lot of ways. Being able to space the floor, knock down threes, back cuts. Coach, every once in a while, will give me a post touch. Things like that, really just trying to find my way and where I fit. As the season goes along, it's going to be a lot smoother, I think. Jacquez's defense has been encouraging through the first few weeks of the regular season, as his defensive metrics in isolation situations have been among the best in the NBA. He also entered Thursday tied with Jimmy Butler for the second most steals on the team this season, 13, behind only Bam Adebayo's 14 steals. This is a very experienced, mature, savvy, competitive player, Spoelstra said of Jacquez. He's been in a lot of really tough battles in college. To us, that matters. It doesn't matter if it matters to anybody else. He's been in big games, he's had big responsibilities and that's been on both ends of the court, where if he didn't play well that wouldn't lead to a win. He can do it where he's featured or more often than not where he's not featured, he can find a way to impact. That's a talent. But arguably the most important thing that happened in the first few weeks of Jacquez's first NBA season, aside from earning the trust of Heat coaches and teammates, is what he proved to himself. I just learned and felt like this is where I belong, Jacquez said. This is where I want to be at, in the NBA. I feel like I can play. There's a lot of things I still need to learn, but I felt comfortable out there and I felt like I'm ready to play and that I belong in this league. About to implode, Bulls must trade Zach Lavine. This Tuesday afternoon, 14, may have changed the direction of the Chicago Bulls who, after all, could trade Zach Lavine to another NBA team. The much-speculated reconstruction of the team seems closer after the rumor came from a reliable source, such as Shams Charania, from the Athletic portal. In addition, other news was reported by several journalists throughout the day. Here, then, we have a compilation of everything that has come out about Lavine since yesterday. Starting with Charania's information, NBA teams are scouting Zach Lavine. There has been greater openness from the Chicago Bulls and the athlete himself in recent days in favor of an exchange. Therefore, the teams are interested in understanding the star's availability, informed the insider. Many of the league's 30-team general managers are in Chicago this week for the college basketball season opener. Conversations can begin in this direction. League sources said 3 teams may have immediate interest: the Los Angeles Lakers, Philadelphia 76ers, and Miami Heat. The news hit the NBA like a bomb. Several pieces of information emerged after Charania's revelations. One of them was from Darnell Mayberry, who covers the Bulls for The Athletic. "My sources say the Bulls could implode soon. Seriously, it seems exaggerated, but it's not. In a month, Chicago may not have the same roster. Change is imminent." The news about Zach Lavine only confirms this, he said. However, Mayberry also mentions that there is a chance the trade is not a nod to a long-term rebuild. It's true that if the Bulls trade Zach Lavine, they will lose a lot. The shooting guard is one of the best scorers in isolation and a great shooter from the perimeter. However, a trade could cause this attack to be rethought. It could be something more collective, taking the focus away from the star. The idea is to have 5 players who can score at the same time on the court. This would improve this team's attack, he highlighted. The statement matches 2 other points mentioned by Shams Charania and which are public knowledge: the search for DeMar DeRozan's renewal and, above all, the collective problems that have impacted the cast. DeRozan's renewal remains stalled. The sides are far apart at the moment, especially in terms of contract duration and value. However, Chicago is interested in keeping the 34-year-old star. On the other hand, the winger wants to see what the team will do from 2024/25 onwards, he explained. About the attack, this was a problem since the first game. The loss to the Thunder caused irritation in the locker room and a demand that was led by Nikola Vucevic. The focus was the same as in 2022-23, which, at the time, led to a meeting between the players, stated the journalist. Zach Lavine will receive more than $40 million in the 2023-24 season. The salary represents the second year of a 5-campaign deal totaling $215 million. Since he arrived, the team has just 192 wins and 284 losses. Furthermore, it only qualified for the playoffs once. The Lakers, Heat, and 76ers were cited as the main interested parties for Lavine in a trade. In the case of Los Angeles, rumors have emerged that the team would be more open to the arrival of a third star. The team preached continuity in the NBA market in 2023, but the shooting guard could be a great opportunity to add even more talent around LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Miami failed in attacks on Damian Lillard and Bradley Beal. The profile is similar here. In other words, very good point guards in attack. The Chicago Bulls player could be a new opportunity to acquire a star. However, Tyler Herro's start to the campaign was encouraging. So it's unclear whether they are very involved in a deal like this. And you fan, what do you think of the Zach Lavine situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.